Most modern cars today use push button start. No longer do you have a traditional key that you have to put in the ignition, turn it to be able to start your vehicle and drive off. Nowadays, the key will look more like this. It's a fob, smart key access fob, proximity key, whatever you want to call it. Just get in the vehicle, put your foot on the brake, and push the button to start. My car, a Ford Fusion Titanium, has push button start, and I love it. However, I recently got to thinking, what would happen if I accidentally touched that button while I was driving? Would the ignition turn off? Would the car basically almost stall if I'm on the highway? And the reason I thought of that is because I have a little clip right on my vent where I keep my phone. So I noticed while I was driving one day down the highway, I was trying to get my phone out of the clip to do something, and I almost touched the start button. So that kind of scared me a little bit because I never really thought about it before. What would happen if I touched the button while I was driving? Because I don't want the car to just shut off by the click of a button. Traditional ignition keys, there's more of a motion needed to be able to turn the car off. You have to actually touch it and turn it around. But with this button, just one click could turn the car off. Or does it? That's what we're going to find out in this video today. So, car is started currently, and I'm going to take off here. And I should add, I'm on a very desolate road. There's no traffic around, so please don't try this at home or in your own car. So as I pull out here, I'm just going to go ahead and touch the button. And indeed, the car shuts off. I was going below 5 miles an hour. So what would happen if you're driving in pretty much highway speeds? I'm now on a road where I can get the car up to normal speeds. Because the interesting thing to find out is if the car would actually shut off if you accidentally were to hit the start button while driving on the highway. So I'm going to get the car up to about 50 miles an hour. And again, I'm doing this on a road where I know there's hardly any traffic. There's no cars in front of me. There's no cars behind me. Remember to always stay safe. But let's find out what happens. Okay, I'm up to 40 miles an hour and 50 miles an hour, 55, and I'm going to hit the button. Nothing happens. So at least on these Fords, Ford Motor Company has incorporated a safety feature. So if you accidentally hit the button while driving on highway speeds, you're still safe, which is a very good thing. Now, if the situation were to happen where you actually have to turn the car off, let's say your throttle's stuck or something. You want to be able to stop the car. There is a way where you can actually shut off the ignition. So I'm going to show you right now. The ignition turned off. So you see everything went blank. I'm going to put the car back in park. It says transmission not in park. Start it. So there's also a feature where if you hold the button in for at least 3 seconds, your car will shut off. So to recap here, if you are below 5 miles an hour and you accidentally hit the push button start button, your ignition will actually turn off. At least on these Fords here. I don't know how it works with different manufacturers, and I'm not telling you to go out driving on the highway and try to figure this out by turning your ignition off. So please don't try this at home. But for this video's sake, you know at least that the Fords will turn off below 5 miles an hour. Above 5 miles an hour, you will have to hold the button in for 3 seconds for the ignition to turn off while you're at highway speeds. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have you ever experienced this yourself? If this is your first time visiting the channel and you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. And also remember, always be safe in traffic. See you next time.